Welcome to Little Tawelan. I'm Mel and it's a lovely morning this morning. Quite fresh, but it's dry and really nice. Anyway, we're going on the chores this morning, so thought I'd take you along with me. Good morning, Bee and Maggie. These are our pygmy goats munching away. It's very muddy here.
Yep. And an egg.
Okay. Door.
Yeah, I'm going to show you that anyway. Good morning.
Good morning, Cedric. Good morning, Clara. And these are now in the UK they're known as Nigerian dwarf or mini dairy goats. Quite a few names. We are not sure if they're related to the American Nigerian dwarf, but they're very similar, as you can see. And we've just done a little scan of Becky, who's this one here, and she is actually pregnant, so exciting times here. This is the lovely Cedric who's posing for us. Yes, mate, you. And beyond is Rosie with a pink collar. So these are fairly new to us. Oh, and of course we mustn't forget that Clara down here is in part of their clan. Sadly, we lost the other group of chickens we had. We think it was probably a stoat or something similar to that, maybe a weasel or something. And she decided that particular night to actually sleep somewhere else. So actually saved her life, thankfully. So she's actually in here just for company at the moment. But these are my beautiful girls, and that's the beautiful Cedric, of course. Clara's in having her day in with the goats today. You can just see Cedric in having his breakfast. So down here we have the beginnings of another house. It's another house. You can see that all the framework and everything's up. So that'll be like Cedric's house over there, only a little bit smaller, but not by much. So that has to be finished off so that they've got a nice winter house. Because at the moment they're sleeping in the IBC container, which is fine because it's all waterproof, but it would be nice for them to have a proper house. And we have, of course, our golden guernseys, which have just been in and fed, and they're all looking good. Jim's pushing the hay in. Hello, mate. Hello. Yeah. You're a good lad, aren't you? And we still have Chester here and May here, which are Luna's babies from last year. Making sure the hay goes down to the bottom of the hay rack. Yeah, you're a good lad, aren't you? You're a good lad. Yeah. Right, these are temporary in here because they're babies. Hello, Sammy. Hello, baby. You're a bit nervous, aren't you, mate? Come on. Yes, you're a good boy. You are. And I think you've had a bit of a whitewash from the others, didn't you? So this is our pygmy stud boy, who's looking a bit yucky because, of course, he's in with two other baby boys. And these are the Nigerian dwarfs to go with, excuse me, to go with the girls down in the field with Cedric at the moment. So next year we're hoping that one of them's a wether. So one of them obviously won't be mating, but the other one is a full boy. So those two are going to be going down with Cedric at some point and a bit bigger. And then little Sammy is going to go in for his girls. Aren't you, mate? They're very cute. They're not very big, especially little Sammy. He's a sweetheart. Aren't you, mate? You are. You need a good clean, but you're a good boy. They're all good boys. But yeah, this is our full-blooded male here in front, and then we have the wether at the back there. So we're looking good. So we won't actually have to go out for mating services. The only one we'll need to go out for is Luna, but the others can all be served in-house, as they say. And they share a hay rack with Luna and Co. And we have little Harvey here looking through. Hello, mate. Yeah. So I think you've got a new hairdo, mate. Yeah. Growing this winter. I have no idea what that is. That looks like an old tomato or something, but we have onions seed. Now, growing from seeds, I don't normally grow them from seed, but I've decided to do them again. I think I've done them once before since we've been here. So I've got these going, which are looking okay. These are garlic. No, they're not, they're leeks. These are leeks which I have grown from seed as well. And then I have some winter lettuce. Now these are obviously more than ready to go out. So I need to get them planted out somewhere. So these are winter lettuce, Valdor. So they're ready to go into the ground. But obviously the leeks aren't yet, and neither are the onions. Have I got that the right way round? Yes. These are Elsa Craig onions, planted on the 12th of the 10th, but they've been slow. Obviously, you know, you don't expect too much this time of year. And I've got my crop of onions and garlic here from this year, which I've not done anything with yet. But they've just been here in the dry, so that I can use them as and when, especially with the garlics. I put some garlic in here, but nothing appears to be happening yet. However, I put some carrots in and they're coming on lovely. So I'm really pleased with them. No idea on the variety, I just took some seeds and threw them in basically. But apart from the watering, they're doing well. My celery with added slugs, which are going outside. My celery is doing well. I'm going to take a lot off of here today because I've got stock going, so they can go in my stock for added flavour. But this has done really well, and I just keep taking bits off it. So, and the leaves will go in as well. My peppers, they're still going, so I'm leaving them be at the moment. Back behind here, not sure. Yes, I've got some peppers on this one as well. Crackers, looking good. These are my very sorry looking for themselves Brussels sprouts, and they are beginning to come through, but they're very tiny at the moment, just to give you an idea on size. They're really small, but they are growing. My strawberry bed is just doing its own thing with a couple of blueberry plants. I still have some mottled looking or moth-eaten looking sage here, which is fine. Nettle shouldn't be there. Now these are my broccoli plants. However, I'm using the leaves at the moment as sort of a cabbage leaf. So I've not, even though I've taken out the centre of it, I've actually left it here because I'm using these as cabbage leaves in cooking. Oregano still looking good, so I'll leave that there. That comes back year after year. So, as lots of you know, I do canning. We tend to go through it as quick as we stash it away. However, this is what I have for my canning goods here, and it works quite well. So this is actually a unit that I purchased quite a while ago. Excuse the windows and that, we still need to decorate in here. Now, it was from IKEA and it's been brilliant. We can swap these drawers down here out for the doors up here if we find that, you know, it's not what we entirely want. So we've gone for this and it's really good. It's only small, it's not huge, but it works for us at the moment. So just let's see. These hold the quart jars. So as you can see, we've got some carrots here. These were actually in the freezer and I needed freezer room, so I just canned them down. We've got apple pie filling in the back. Quite a few of them. Now these cupboards hold the quart size ones, but that's dusty. The quart size ones, but they don't hold they hold the quart size ones, but the drawers only hold the pint jars, which are this size, and smaller, of course. Which is why I said we might end up having to swap them out, because we're getting more and more of the quart size jars at the moment. In here we have some dehydrated courgette. This is beef, just beef. There's another one behind it which is just beef as well, and that's an empty jar. That looks like a beef as well. So they're all labelled. This one is a beef stew. One of our family don't like parsnips, so there's no parsnips in that one. We have another one here, which is beef stew and no parsnips again. That one over there. We have potatoes, and Tim makes a mean chilli, and this was left over, so rather than waste it, I decided to can that up. And as you can see, I've got different lids as well. So some of them are ball lids, some of them are harvest, can't remember what they're called now, but they're harvest bit lids. And of course the Tawelan lids. I do like the Tawelan lids, which are reusable. They're really useful and good. In here we have a stash of, these are wet jars. They're good sized jars, ready to use when I want. The only thing is, I find with wet jars, I think you can get lids to go on the top when they're in the fridge type thing, but I haven't actually got them yet. So at the moment we've only got like the lids that you'd use for when they're sort of sitting in the cupboard type thing, waiting to be used. But they're beautiful, love them. In here we have chicken wing sauce. That's a hot sauce. This was some peppers just in water for when we want them. There's the peach sugar rush hot sauce, and another empty jar at the back. We just have lots of rings and more lids and etc. in there. These are, now this one, I'm not sure about this, but I've done it to the book as what they said. It's raw cow's milk basically, and it's been canned, so hopefully that'll be okay. It's the first time I've tried milk. Again, it's got the ball lids on them, so we'll see. More jars and lids. More jars, but they're the quart size jars again, so they have to lie down in here when they're empty. And then more lids. Lots of Tawelan lids, which is good. And down here are my herbs, as I've said to you before, and I'll leave the link down, the affiliated link, which I do get a little bit back if anyone uses it. I think you have to spend £10 though on them. But I love them. I think they're brilliant. More in there. Oh, I've got some acacia powder that I bought. More herbs. The spices, of course. More jars. Now these are what I call the jam jars, the pound size, and they stand up wonderful in the drawers. They're no problem, but of course these big ones, they don't. Tomato sauce, first time I've made, oh that's another Tim's chilli on that one, but first time I've made my own tomato sauce, and I have to say I love it, absolutely love it. We usually have the ketchup, but off the, you know, from the store. But I prefer this actually now. I didn't think I would, but I do. This one has some more of the wet jar stuff. These are the lids, of course, that come with them. And you get the rubber gaskets and you get clips as well. In this one, I have sweet and sour sauce. That is lovely too. Oh, these were some peas again. I needed room in the freezer, so I just put them down. There's another one of Tim's chilies. Sweet and sour. This is ugly chicken, as it's known for. Again, I needed freezer room, so I did some ugly chicken. There's a few of them in the back there as well. So that's that. In here is some more ugly chicken. Some piccalilli. So that'd be nice for Christmas. Mixed tomato and peppers. What's that one? Oh, that's Thai hot and sweet dipping sauce. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Blackberry and apple jam. That is lush because I always love homemade. More ugly chicken. More empty jars. What's it? Oh, these are just canned tomatoes. I think I did them yesterday actually. And now the salsa verde chicken is beautiful. Love that. Everybody loves that. And then carrots. So all in all, that's what I've got at the moment. I do have stock going out there as well, so that will be canned probably tomorrow. And also I have some more tomatoes to be ready to can as well. So it's still ongoing. I just sort of chugged my way along. I froze an awful lot of tomatoes down this year so that I could actually can them at a later date when it wasn't quite so busy. Dogs are all barking, sorry. Yeah, so that was that. So although we've not been actually active on YouTube itself for a bit, lots been happening, life goes on. And sometimes you just need to take a step away, get things done, excuse the dog, and go from there.